Hello, moviegoers, and welcome to another episode of CritiCarter, the show where I turn you into a cinephile. First, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize for the delay in this and my previous review. We've just been really busy, but we are going to try and get back on track. I was sick last week, I didn't want to deal with all those Twilight girls, We're moving on with our lives, and moving on with this review. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights. Oh, they can sue me for that, can't I? Okay, no more singing. Last night, I saw the new film, The Muppets, directed by James Bobin, co-written by Nicholas Stoller and Jason Segel, and starring Jason Segel, Amy Adams, Chris Cooper, and Rashida Jones. There hasn't been a Muppets film released theatrically since The Muppets from Space in 1999, exploring the mysterious origins of Gonzo, and I gotta say, I'm okay with that, if it means that we get a product of this kind of caliber. This film was everything that I was hoping that it would be. It has the potential to delight both the brand new viewers who have no previous experience with the Muppets franchise, but the keepers of the old Muppet lore, such as myself, who've seen every episode of the TV show and watched all the movies, will also enjoy it quite thoroughly. In the latest film in the Muppets franchise, Gary and Mary are setting off for a whirlwind trip to Los Angeles. And who did they take with them but, of course, Gary's younger brother, Walter. Ever since he was very young, it's been Walter's dream to meet the Muppets, and he's thoroughly obsessed with every facet of their legend. When the trio gets to LA, they find that Muppet Studios has become a dilapidated shell of its former self, and oil tycoon Tex Richman wants to have it torn down so he can drill for oil beneath the building. Gary, Mary, and Walter are now set with the Herculean task of reuniting the gang who hasn't worked together in some time, and put on one last show to raise the $10 million they need to buy their theater back. This film has all of the important things that a Muppet movie needs to have. You got Muppets, you've got a cavalcade of celebrity cameos, and you've got a couple of human characters that never get in the way of the Muppets. Because that's what you're there to see, No one goes to see a movie called The Muppets to see Jason Segel and Amy Adams, as great as they are. They did both do a really good job, although the fact that they were supposed to be a couple for the past 10 years, and A, they weren't married yet, and B, they were kissing each other on the cheek, I thought that was just a tad, I couldn't make that leap of faith. But somehow I could make a leap of faith that, a bunch of felt creatures were walking and talking. That's movies for you. And let me say something about the music in particular. The songs, for the most part, were all pretty good. There's one song that Chris Cooper gets, and I guess Jason Segel or Nick Stoller, the co-writers, one of the two decided it would be a good idea to have the bad guy rap. I don't know whether it's just because he's the bad guy, or whether it was the song in particular that they wrote for him, or the fact that it was Chris Cooper. It was an abysmal failure of a song. I wanted it to be over very quickly. Fortunately, it didn't last long. It was maybe a verse, 30 seconds to a minute tops. Now later on in the film, during the big climactic moments, you have another song called Man or Muppet. That's a duet with Gary and Walter. I would nominate this song for Best Original Song come Academy Awards time. Right now. No hesitation. It's that good. And if it doesn't, you'll hear me ranting about it later on when we talk about the Oscars. I think this Muppets film demonstrates that you can take something from the old days, bring it back, update it for the 21st century audience, and have it not be completely terrible, like so many remakes and sequels are nowadays. I would also recommend that you all go out and buy the Green Album, which is a compilation album of a bunch of old Muppet songs covered by modern artists. OK Go does the original Muppets theme. So yeah, it's all really good stuff. I'm gonna have to give this film 4 out of 5 of Gonzo singing chickens. Like I said, really, really good. I'd give it a 5, but again, it is the Muppets, so it's not like... While I did come out of the film the happiest that I've been in a long, long time, there's only so much depth that you can get from the Muppets, Not that there's anything wrong with a well-made, feel-good film, but you're not going to go home believing any deep spiritual truth that you didn't beforehand. Be sure to give me a big old thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. We've got last week's review of J. Edgar here, because it will be up first, so if you haven't watched it yet, click over here. It's right there. See? Boom, 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 boom. J. Edgar, Leonardo DiCaprio, Armie Hammer, being bros. Who doesn't love that? And next week I'm going to be seeing The Sitter, the new film from David Gordon Green, starring Jonah Hill. So you'll be able to see that review when it's posted over there. Make sure to leave me a comment down below. Tell me who your favorite Muppet is. Fade to black.